talking about Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 5th book in the Throne of Glass series, and if you have not read it, I really can't tell you anything. It's the 5th book. There's nothing I can say without spoiling it, other than that it was so much fun. It just had it all. It was great. I loved it. If you have not read the Throne of Glass series, go read it. It is by far my current favorite series. That along with the ACOTAR trilogy, but you know, so they're both Sarah J. Maas, so it counts. But with that, if you have not read this book, go away, because you do not want to be spoiled, because it was amazing. Hopefully that's not a spoiler. All of Sarah J. Maas's books are amazing, so not really a spoiler. But go away, you do not want to be spoiled, because you will be spoiled in 3, 2, 1. Okie dokie, so Empire of Storms. There so much happened, but I'm just gonna be kind of going over my favorite moments because there are a million other reviews out there of this book, and I'm just gonna go over what I loved. First of all, I will say I really miss Selena from the first 2 books. She's a little different now, Aelin, but I kind of miss, you know, the first half of the series, Selena. And I really enjoyed getting to see her again when we met Raoul, which, speaking of which, I loved how finally, we tied in the Assassin's Blade characters. Right, so not only do we have Raoul the pirate, but also Ansel. We finally get to see her again. We knew that she must come back into play at some point. We didn't know when that was going to be, and finally it happened, and it was so great seeing her again. Especially in the last book when Aelin was kind of using her name in the fight rings. We knew she was going to come back at some point, and now knowing dyeing her hair red was also on purpose in the last book, now we know why she dyed it red. Not just to hide, but, you know, also kind of like a, hey, I'm using your appearance and name in a fight ring. I'm trying to send a message. The assassins, the silent assassins from the desert, they're back too, and they're kind of surprised to see Ansel. So, Aelin's just calling in all of these favors, and I love seeing all these people just come back, and it's like, hey, it's like a big reunion from the entire series. Also, Manon. Manon is on Team Good. Kind of Team Good. I'm going to like Manon more and more as the series goes on. She was very interesting in Heir of Fire, because we were like, okay, we're seeing from a villain's point of view, and she was still very villainous. And in Queen of Shadows, we saw a little bit more, and we're like, okay, so, you know, they're gonna team up eventually, and they met, and they tried to kill each other, and then finally she is on the good side now, probably. I loved seeing Manon's progression throughout the series, and this book just really did a fantastic job at bringing her officially to the good side. When she saved Dorian's life, and then her second was gonna be killed, and she swung at her grandmother, her evil grandmother, and then her and the 13 had to escape, and she was dying, and Abraxas brought her to the crew, and speaking of crew, which is on a ship, let's talk about the ships, shall we? I haven't brought this up in the past as my channel is still fairly new and I haven't had a chance to talk about the Throne of Glass series. But for the longest time, ever since I read book 1, I have been a Solorian shipper. I love Selena and Dorian, Aelin and Dorian, whatever. I wanted them to get together so bad. And then Chaol comes along and I'm just like, no, this isn't gonna happen. This isn't Endgame. And it wasn't. I was kind of indifferent to if he died or not. Sorry, but all you Chaolina shippers. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. But I like Chaol as a person and as a character, just not with her. So then Rowan comes along. At first, I didn't like Rowan. I then grew to like him. And then, I'm not saying I wouldn't still want to see her and Dorian get together, but that's not gonna happen. And you know what? I'm growing to like her and Rowan. The problem is Rowan wasn't introduced until the 3rd book, and by that point, you know, you kind of already made up your mind as to what it should be like, and then we're going to introduce just another! Yay! Ready to confuse me! But no, I like Rowan. I like him with her, and actually, The copy of this that I got came with... I mean, how can you not ship them after seeing this? I'm growing to like it. I'm growing to love it, but...
Bye-bye, Solarian. It was nice knowing you. It was nice shipping you.
I'm growing to like them together, and now I kind of like them together. I do still wish Solarian had happened, but it didn't. But it wasn't Kale, so pretty much I'd be happy with her ending up with anyone that wasn't Kale. I keep saying Kale. It's Kale. Kale. So Selena and Rowan. Not Selena and Rowan. Aelin and Rowan. I still keep calling her Selena. I don't know if that's gonna go away or not. Aelin and Rowan. There were some sexy times in this. Let me tell ya. Just so you guys know, before filming this, I have not seen any reviews for Empire of Storms. However, I did watch Jesse the Reader's 10 reactions video to this, and that is pretty much the only way I can think of to describe that scene. If you haven't seen Jesse's video, which you probably have, if you watch me, you probably watched Jesse the Reader. So, if you haven't, go watch that video because it was spot on. They got married. Like, they didn't just, like, become mates. Like, they're married. Like, married. Like, they're husband and wife, which is really cute and adorable, and I'm so happy. I really wish we saw more marriages in Wyatt just because it makes their relationship that much stronger, and like it just really shows their commitment. And you know, there's just something about that bond between a husband and wife versus a bond between two lovers, if you know what I mean. And so the fact that they got married, I loved it. This book really kind of reminded me of A Court of Mist and Fury a little bit. I won't say anything, but if you know kind of what I'm getting at, sticking with the ships, Dorian and Manon, that was interesting. I'm growing to love it still, too. I do like them. They are very cute together, and I like it. I ship it. I mean, what is their ship name? Doran? Minorian? I don't know what their ship name is. But they were very cute in this, in the way, you know, he made sure she was okay, and they were very snarky with each other, which I like snarky relationships, if you couldn't tell. So I really hope that grows into something more. And let's see. Oh, we have a lead in Lorcan. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure how I feel about Lorcan. He did betray them to Maeve. I don't like Lorcan that much right now. Yeah, I'm not quite shipping it yet. Maybe if it continues on, I don't know. But some of the chapters were cute, some scenes were cute when they were pretending to be husband and wife, and the, like, traveling with the circus? I don't know if it was a circus, or like, traveling with those people. Pretending to be husband and wife, that was kind of cute, but Lorcan did too many things in this novel for me to really like him. He's gonna have to step it up in a big way if he's gonna try to redeem himself. I don't know how, but I don't know. I wasn't that big of a fan. So yeah. Okay, so one of my favorite ships in this has to be Lysandra and Aedion. I love them so much. They are so cute, and the way that they're adorable, and they have to get together. And they can be like adoptive parents of Evangeline, and it would be great. And speaking of Lysandra and Aedion, Aelin told Lysandra to pretend to be her and then have kids with Aedion, but then pretend married to Rowan so that the line can continue on, and that was just so sad to read. She planned out everything anticipating her being gone and nobody knowing she was gone, and I'm pretty sure she wasn't expecting Maeve to take her, but it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. She made plans for everything and everyone, and she didn't tell anyone, and she had the feeling that she was going to have to die, but can we talk about that for a minute? Can we talk about stupid Elena? And like, she was very cryptic in like the first few times we saw her, and just like, I'm going to leave mysterious clues and come to you in dreams and all that stuff. And you know, at first we're all like, oh yeah, she's like, and then but basically by the point we get to this book, Elena goes from this powerful mythical queen to an idiotic girl. And then her mom, Mala, she died to forge that lock and Elena wasted it, and they could have resolved it, but they didn't, and they left it for her, so cause she would have to die. Okay, so before I forget, she died when she was like 7. She died in that river, and Elena brought her back and brought Arrow into her and knew what was gonna happen. And now Dorian might have to sacrifice himself to close the lock, and we don't want that to happen at all. No, that can't happen. Dorian, baby, Dorian has to live. Take Lorcan. Nobody likes Lorcan. Some people like Lorcan. I don't. You can take him. Also, Aedion's dad. That was interesting and kind of anticlimactic. They only said a few things, and also Maeve let their blood oath go for Gabrielle and Lorcan. Fenris is still with them, which is kind of sad. I kind of like Fenris. I think there's only one book left. There's only one book left, isn't there? Alright, so things that have to happen in the next book. Chaol's gonna come back into this somehow. We're not just gonna leave him. Also, that girl. What was her name? The girl from the Assassin's Blade who Selena helped, and she got her to that healing place. She's probably gonna be the one to heal Chaol. They gotta get her back. They got to save the world without any of the precious babies dying. And by precious babies, I mean like these 20-something-year-olds. Because they are precious babies. And there's also like a couple 100-year-old people in there too. Couple hundred. A lot went on in this. So that's probably about everything I thought. Right, I really can't think of much else to say as to my personal feelings towards this. I am so excited for the next book. I cannot wait. But at the same time, I'm sad it's going to be the last one, and I think we're getting like 2 finales in one next year, I think. Because we have the finale to the ACOTAR trilogy, and we have the finale to this series, so that's gonna be sad. Overall, I love this book. It was a lot of fun, I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too, because I mean, I loved it, so. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys next time with a new video. Bye! You just appreciate how curly my hair is right now. Like, my hair does not curl. It's probably deflated a little bit. I did this for you guys. Yeah. Bye!